football fans, you're welcome to the channel. Please smash the like button and let's go. So AFCON is so close. Everyone is excited, irrespective of how you feel about the list that was released. You're excited, and I know I am excited, and I do have some issues with the list, but that's a different discussion for another day. Gonna be today, later on live stream, so keep your eyes peeled for that video. We'll all have an opportunity to give our some opinions on that list. But for now, players have been hitting camp. Super Eagles stars have been hitting camp. So we already know Uzoho has been in camp. He was the first person to hit the Super Eagles camp in Egypt, in Cairo. So irrespective of what you think about him, his performance, how good he is, you must give him kudos for being the first to get there. And of course, Stanley Nwabali joined him, Fisayo, Dele-Bashiru joined him, Ebenezer, Akinsanmiro joined him as well, and Obasogie. That means all the goalkeepers are there. Ajayi, Ademola, Lookman, Osayi-Samuel, Igoh, Ogbu, another new boy, Tochukwu, Nnadi, Sanusi as well. So 12 more players expected to arrive later on in the day. Hopefully, let's see how that shakes down. Now, what do you make of these players that have arrived so far? And that's one thing I can give credit to everybody who is part of this sort of, new generation or mid generation of the Super Eagles. One thing you can give them credit for is turning up early to camp. That's one thing you can always give them credit for. The class of '94 that lots of us, we worship, we like to quote by, we live by, we testify by, because what they did in the USA '94 World Cup, really held their own, even if they didn't quite make it to the quarterfinals. And then what they did in Tunisia '94, going all the way to win the AFCON in Tunisia, I think against Zambia in the final. Irrespective of all that, right? One thing we could say is turning up to camp usually was an issue. But one thing with this new set is, maybe by Wednesday this week, everyone would probably be in camp, and that's top marks to them. Happy to see everyone turning up to the camp. Now, opportunity to talk about new boy Ebenezer, Akinsanmiro. That's how you do it. If you're a new boy, you're a new person invited to the camp, you want to show that you want to be there even more than the other superstars in the team. So Ebenezer, Akinsanmiro, nice to see him there. But something to say about Ebenezer, Akinsanmiro, because I think his club has said, talks about Inter Milan saying they are willing to pay the €1 million penalty because they're willing to breach the loan agreement that they have with Pisa, because it was the agreement with Pisa was, we'll send him on loan to you, he'll be there for a year, and then you have the option to buy him for €6 million or thereabout. But now Inter, I think that's beginning to backtrack. They looked at his performance at Pisa and they said, oh no, we are going to pay you that €1 million, we're going to pay that penalty, and we're going to bring him back. Now, whether or not they will want to have him in their team to actually play with Inter, or bring him to the team, play a couple of preseason games, and then sell him off, maybe that's what they want to do. But I think he is an absolute baller, and we're all going to get to enjoy him at the Nigerian Super Eagles. And then hopefully at the AFCON, we will see how he manages that midfield. I hope he starts. I hope it's not one of those things where he comes in and he plays 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there, and while indeed Nnadi will be hog every minute or hog most of the minutes. That would just be absolutely shameful. Hopefully he gets to play. Another new boy that could be moving on to bigger and better things is Tochukwu, Nnadi. Zuta in the Belgian league. The talks about him joining West Ham. I think that could be a good move for him. Not just because of West Ham, obviously, is a consistent Premier League club in terms of longevity in the Premier League. So apart from that, we also have the coach that we have that is at West Ham at the minute, Nuno Espirito. He is one of those coaches that I think would try with the kind of midfielder that Tochukwu Nnadi is, someone that can go box to box, someone that can be strong in midfield. Let's see, that would be a good move for him. Let's see if indeed he gets to move, and hopefully if he's moving, because right now for me, I don't want to see someone playing first in football at his club. You may say the Belgian league and the Premier League. Premier League is the better league, obviously, but you don't want to leave first team football and end up playing academic football. I hope it's not that sort of move. I hope if that move turns out to be true, to be valid, to be concrete, and it does complete, and it does get completed, he heads to play in the first team. Because apart from Paqueta, who is the other midfielder for West Ham that you look at and say, oh, I think this guy is way better? Tochukwu Nnadi, don't get me wrong, he's still raw, and so he may have to earn his way into the West Ham setup. But for me, I just don't feel very comfortable with players leaving first team football to go play for an academy. That's just what I hope is not happening. And if Fisayo Dele-Bashiru, he's there, nice to see him there, need the energy in midfield. I see that he's on time in camp. So now for goalkeepers, who do you think is going to be number one? For me, Stanley Nwabali, of course, will be the number one. That's how I see it. Uzoho already said he's happy to be there. He's already going on that he missed the boys, he missed the team, he missed the camaraderie, he missed the vibe from the camp. That's all good. So for me, if I'm honest, he's not the one I would have called, but yeah, he has been invited. Everyone deserves a second chance, maybe third chance, even. So, but he's here. He's not going to be starting as, obviously. Maybe if Nigeria are able to smash the first two opponents, maybe Tunisia and Tanzania, smash them for 3 goals to pace, and you don't need the last game in the group to qualify, then maybe an Uzoho comes in. But for every significant game in this African Cup of Nations in Morocco 2025, the Super Eagles should have Stanley Nwabali as the goalkeeper, in my humble opinion. So let me know your opinions in the comment section, and I'll see you in another video. Stay well, stay blessed. Bye bye.